Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha. And in this video, we are going to talk about long-term investment. Or basically, I'm going to share with you two Nifty 50 stocks which are available at fair valuation, and you can invest in them for long term to generate humongous wealth for yourselves. So before I start, I want to mention that these stocks belong to a very defensive sector with immense growth potential for the future. And this is like an evergreen sector which has been underperforming for quite some time. So if you are active in the markets, you might have seen that banks have given a really good rally in past week or maybe past 2 weeks. And basically this particular sector about which I'm going to talk about has been underperforming consistently. And I think that there is going to be some sector rotation, and now the money is going to start coming to this particular sector, so that's going to be really good. So we'll discuss the stocks. So let's just go and start discussing about the stocks. So I'm going to talk about Hindustan Unilever and Britannia, which are from the FMCG segment, and these are sort of the market leaders. So HUL is definitely the market leader. Britannia is also a very good FMCG stock to invest for long term, particularly with a very good grip on the biscuits business in India. So let's start looking at these. So first of all, let's start looking at Hindustan Unilever. So let's first of all look at some of the ratios or why I picked this company, and I think that has immense growth potential in the future. So you can see it has a market cap of around 512,000 crores, or 5 lakh crores to be specific. And if you look at the return on equity and return on capital employed, this company, on all of the companies listed in the NSE and one of the large cap companies, has one of the highest ROE and ROCE I have ever seen. And this is what makes this company really attractive to me. Talking about the current valuations, it's available at a really good price. But before we look at what price you should consider buying this stock, let's first analyze the company a little bit more. So here I am on ticker tape. Let's just start with looking what sort of returns has it given. So in the last 1 year, it has almost given mild negative to flat returns. If you talk about the 5 year returns, it has given you good returns. If you talk about the all-time returns, so since the listing of the stock in 2000, it has given you a return of about 700%. But I personally think that this stock has a lot more growth to come in the future because the FMCG business is here to stay, and HUL undoubtedly is the market leader with immense penetration and presence across the whole India. So this is really great. Again, the forecast and rating. So, according to Ticker Tape Analyst, 79% of analysts suggest you to buy this particular stock. Let's talk about the financials. So, if you look at the total revenue that has been growing year on year consistently, as you can see, if you talk about the earnings that have also been growing, the profit before tax has been growing up as well, as you can see. The net income has also been increasing steadily year on year, and the earnings per share is also been increasing every year. The stock also offers really good dividend. If you talk about the cash flow, so the free cash flow has also been increasing every year for this particular company. So this is really a great company to invest in. If I talk about the holdings, so if I talk about mutual funds, so mutual funds have decreased their stake since June quarter. But what I have been seeing is that mutual funds or DIIs have been selling in these markets for quite a long time. So I'm not sure why, but maybe because they think that the current valuation of the market is not justified, but they have been selling. If I talk about the total promoter holding, this has been constant since the April quarter at 61.9%, which is really great. If the promoters are keeping this high stake, that means they themselves believe in the company. And if I talk about FIIs, so FIIs have been increasing their stake from the September quarter to the December quarter. So this is great. FIIs also hold a good stake in this particular company. And yeah, let's look at the charts to see what sort of levels you can consider buying this stock at. So you can see that the stock recently made a high of roughly about 2500, and since then it has been falling pretty sharply. So you can see that it has fallen below all of its exponential moving averages, which is the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200 EMA. Now, one good thing that you can see here is that there is this particular trend line on which HUL has been taking support a lot many times. You can see this once, this twice, and again it has taken support and it has bounced back in the last trading session. So what I would suggest is that this is a really good price to buy in, which is 2181. So it basically took support at this trend line that it has been respecting for quite some time, and now it has started to bounce back. You can consider buying here, or once it crosses its 200 EMA, which is close to around 2200, then you can enter in the stock for a short term target of roughly about 2400. And if you're a long term investor, you can just buy and hold this particular stock, because as we discussed, it's a great company with lots of growth potential to come in times. So this is great. You can buy this particular stock. It's really good for you, and it can generate a really good wealth in long term. Talking about the RSI, it was undersold for about a day back when the RSI went below 30. But now you can see that RSI has also started to move up, and it is starting to gain strength once again. So you can invest in this particular company. I think this is really great for you. Now let's talk about the second company. And the second company, as I mentioned, is going to be Britannia. Let's look at Britannia then. So Britannia again will start by looking at some of the ratios, primarily ROCE and ROE. So you can see that again this company has a market cap of about 80,000 crores, again a large cap company. And this is again offering a really good dividend. So it's really good to invest for dividend as well. And if you talk about the ROE and ROCE, you can see that this is again really great. Anything above 15 is really good. So this has an ROE of about 32.5% and an ROCE of about 37.4%. Let's look at Britannia here. So again, you can see that the PE ratio is 57 and the sector PE is 47. Now, HUL also had a high PE than the sector, but then you need to understand that these are industry leaders and these are leaders in their segment. So basically, these will be available at a costly valuation compared to the industry. So you should not be worried about that because these are really great companies. Let's look at the return. So in 1 year, Britannia has also given you flat returns. So that's why I'm saying that now is a chance that the money might be shifted from other sectors to the FMCG sector, because this has been underperforming for quite some time. If you look at the 5 year returns of this particular company, this has given you a return of close to about 140%, which is really great in 5 years. If you talk about the all time returns, so the company has been listed since 2000, and since then it has again given you a really good returns of close to about 3600%, which is really great. Let's talk about the financials of the company. So you can see that the total revenue has been increasing every year. The earnings have also been increasing. The profit before tax has been increasing. The income has also seen a steady growth each year, and the EPS has also been growing. So this is really great. Talking about the cash flow, if you talk about the free cash flow, so that's been increasing tremendously. You can see that in financial year 2017 it was 81, and then in 2018 it's almost 10 times, and then you can see that it has been increasing tremendously well. This is really good. Talking about the holdings, so you can see that mutual funds have decreased their stake in this particular quarter, but again, as I said, that mutual funds and DIIs have been on a selling spree for months now. And if I talk about the total promoter holding, it's again close to 50%. So you can see that the promoters are really bullish on their own company. And if I talk about the FIIs, so you can see that the FIIs have increased their stake in December quarter by a significant amount. And I'm telling this because this stock has been underperforming for quite some time. And I personally think that we can see a really good bounce in this stock in times to come. Again, let's have a look at the chart for Britannia. This is the chart for Britannia. Again, you can see it is also trading below all of its important moving averages. And you can see that the current level is about 3330. And you can see that this stock has faced multiple supports and resistances. So in these areas, you can see that this was earlier a resistance for the stock. And once it broke out this, now this becomes an important support, and it has also taken support multiple times. You can see one time here, one time close to here and here. So I think that Britannia has made its bottom really well, and now there are chances that this might bounce back. Short-term targets you can see are easily 3600 to 3700 in maybe about 1 month. So you can consider investing in this particular stock. The RSI you can see has gone below 30, so this has become oversold. And I personally think that the FMCG sector will see some money pumping in, and this stock will also go up. So it's again another very good stock to invest for long term. I think these are the two stocks that you should consider investing. And again, please consult your financial advisor before investing in any particular stock. This is just for educational purposes. So that's it for this video then. I hope you like this particular video. If you do, please consider pressing the like button and subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.